there, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona. Welcome back if you're joining me again. Today's class is a 60-minute vinyasa flow class. It's an energizing, stimulating and invigorating practice. It's part of the Spring at Home retreat. This is your Saturday morning class if you're following along with the retreat. For practice, you may wish to have a belt and a folded blanket, though they're not necessary. And if you'd like to know more about the at-home spring retreat, all the details and the website are in the description below. I really hope you enjoy this practice. Thanks so much for joining me. Namaste. And begin your practice laying down on your back and make your way into a posture that's both comfortable and grounded for you. You may wish to open your knees wide in reclined butterfly or knock the knees together with your feet on the mat. Resting your hands onto your body and gently closing your eyes. With a longer out breath, feel your body's weight relax and melt back into the support beneath you, softening your expression, your shoulders, and your belly. Starting to feel the movement of your breath before you influence it. Sensing its gentle expansion and contraction. Holding your breath in your relaxed awareness. In today's practice, we focus on creating space for growth, new beginnings, and transformation by physically building some heat. We'll release the spine, open the body, and mentally clear the way for new perspectives. It's a more tapa space practice, so invigorating and stimulating with a touch of core work, twists and side bends. To embody this feeling of warmth, we'll practice a brief pranayama together called Surya Vedana or sun-piercing breath. It's right side nostril breathing. Just returning now to the felt experience of your breath. Gently start to lengthen your exhales, deepen your inhales, until you find a comfortable rhythm. And taking your right index finger and middle finger to the space between your eyebrows, thumb to your right nostril, ring and little finger to your left nostril. And then block your left nostril with your ring finger. Inhale slowly through the right. Pause and hold your breath, top of the inhale. Close the right side, open the left, and exhale slowly through the left. Again, breathe in, right side. Pause, hold your breath. And then exhale left side nostril. Continue on about 4 more rounds at your own pace. And you can explore holding your breath a little longer if that feels comfortable. And finishing your breathing cycle on the left. As you're ready, return to inhaling, exhaling through both nostrils. And establishing your breath full and clear. Take a final moment here to consider an intention for practice, whether it's around the theme of spring or some other qualities you'd like to bring forward into your day. And holding your attention in your mind's eye as you move through your practice. Take one more breath in. Gently slide your eyes open, close your knees in and gather your knees in toward your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Draw some small circles through your low back spine. And then lift your head, neck and shoulders from the floor. And on an inhale, extend your legs out straight, open your arms wide to the side. And then exhale, catch your knees in. Breathing in, extend your legs, arms wide. Breathing out, curl in. And just keep going with that sequence. If you're still working on your core strength, aim your legs up a little higher. Try and minimize the arch through your low back as your legs move away. For more challenge, arms overhead and legs a little lower as you extend. And here we're just starting with some gentle core work, massaging the abdomen from front to back for healthy digestive flow and circulation. And this combination is also a nice gravity-free way to center into the sensations of your body and your breath. We'll take two more here. And then rest your head back and bring your knees in toward your chest. You can just roll on the back of your head, release your neck. And then go ahead, interlace your hands behind the back of your head. Raise your head and your shoulders. Inner elbows are wide, eyes are up, and we'll bike the legs and twist. Extend your left leg out long, twist to your right. And then switch your legs, twist to the left. Moving with your breath side to side, and again you can move at your own pace. Could be more a rapid fire breath, quicker movement, or just nice and slow. Last two each side. And then release, rest your head back. You're going to cross at your ankles now. Hold on to your feet if it's comfortable. Take a few rock and rolls through your spine to arrive upright in a comfortable cross-legged seat. Top of your mat. And we'll all meet up there. Bring your hands to touch now and rub your hands quite vigorously together. So you're creating some friction, some warmth. So for spring practices, think circulation, brisk movement. And from here, rub your right arm with your hands. And then rub your other arm. Both hands. Rub your belly and your chest, your upper legs. Rub your lower legs. Rub your feet. Wriggle your toes. And then clap your hands 3 times. And then bring your fingertips now to the top of your shoulders, elbows wide, and see that your elbows are in line with your shoulders. We're going to twist side to side, starting with an inhale to the left and an exhale to the right. So again, you can move at your own pace. Keep going here. Inhale, exhale. And we're here for about a minute. Staying tall through your low back. And we're clearing out stagnation from the winter, any heaviness, lethargy, making space to feel renewed. Breath moving in and out of the nostrils. Keeping the elbows elevated. And just progressively slowing down now. And make your way back to center. Release your hands to the floor. Make your way onto all fours. Setting the hands up underneath the shoulders, fingers spread, knees under the hips. We'll glide through a few rounds of cat and cow together now. On your inhale, soften your belly, lift your gaze, arch your spine. On your exhale, hollow your belly, round your back, push the floor away. Inhale long, arch your spine. Exhale and dome your spine. Breathing in, arch your spine. As you breathe out now, bring your right knee in toward your chest. Inhale, extend your right leg out behind you. One time, exhale, curl your knee to your nose. Breathe your right leg away, and this time flex your right toes, hold there, then steer your right leg out to the right. Place your right foot to the floor in line with your knee. Take a breath in, arch your spine. And on your exhale, round your spine, send your buttocks back toward your heels, any amount in a child's pose variation. So you can stay more elevated if it suits your knees, or come all the way back. Pause here. Tense your fingers. And take 3 smooth, calm breaths. And keep the legs where they are. Start to walk your hands over to your left. Another 3 slow breaths, lengthening into the right side of your waist. And then walk your hands back, gliding up. Come back to all fours. Right knee steps in. Take your buttocks to your heels in your version of child's pose. Deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Second side, inhale all fours, arch your spine. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale to arch. Exhale, round, left knee to chest. Breathe in, extend your left leg out behind you. Exhale, core lunge. Inhale, reach your left leg straight back, flex your toes, and then guide your left leg out to the left. Softly land your left foot. Inhale here, arch your spine. Exhale, round, take your buttocks to your heels, child's pose. Just lingering here, tent your fingers, 3 smooth breaths. Extending through both sides of your waist. And then gently ease into the left side of your body, walking your hands over to your right. And then come back through center, press up onto all fours. Child's pose on your exhale. Breathe a full breath in and a full breath out. Up onto all fours now. Tuck your toes and make your way into your first downward facing dog. Just taking time to mindfully place yourself, fingers spread, feet separated, about hips width apart. Anybody can be dynamic here as you find your way into your shape, your comfortable stride. You can pedal your heels, sway your hips, shake your head. Just feel now your breath opening, contracting. As you begin to settle, imagine that movement, your breath, opening a quality of energy and radiance in your body. Each breath, your anchor, and your presence to it, a reminder to breathe well. And spread your fingers wide now, lengthen your arm bones a little longer, bend both knees. And on an exhale, straighten your left leg, reach your heel back. Inhale, bend both knees. And then straighten your right leg. And then go side to side, bend at the knees, leg straightens, bend at the knees, leg straightens. Side to side with the beat of your breath, warming up through the front of your legs, lengthening through the back of your legs. Next, inhale, spring forward to a plank pose, and you're welcome to bring the knees to the floor here. Eyes forward, gathering your abdominals in, pushing the floor away, and then very slowly lower. Come to your belly for a rolling cobra. Tent your fingers off the side edges of the mat, forward of your shoulders, elbows up. Legs strong on an inhale, gently lifting your chest forward and up. Exhale, soften toward the floor. Inhale, lift up. Exhale and lower. Once more, lift with the new breath. Exhale, lower to your belly. And press back to a child's pose. Send your buttocks to your heels. So knees about, hips width apart, just here for a bead. Walk your hands in toward you. On an inhale, you can lift and stand on your shins. Bring the arms overhead. On your exhale, side bend over to your right. Inhale, sweep back to center. Exhale, side bend to your left. Breathe your arms overhead. And then take your hands to your mat. Press back to downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Just here for a beat, we'll take the heat out of the hands. On your inhale, send your gaze forward, and we're going to hop or step to squat, malasana, top of the mat. So you can bend your knees to prepare. Exhale, hop or step the feet wide, and bring your hands to prayer. So this can be your version of a squat. You could be a little bit more elevated, less flexion in the knees. Take a full breath in up toward your thumbs. And a full breath out, pressing into the outer feet. One more breath in. And then exhale, straighten your legs and forward fold. Feet are wide, toes turn forward. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins, lengthen up halfway. Exhale and refold. Inhale, rise. Come to stand, nice and slow. Sweep your arms overhead. And lower your hands to prayer. We'll move through our flow nice and slow now. Interlace your fingers and press your fists forward as you go round your spine. Inhale, flip your palms to the sky. Stand tall, little arch in your spine. And then exhale, arms wide, dive forward over your legs, Uttanasana. Breathing in, lengthen your spine forward. On your exhale, hands to the floor and step back to plank pose. Just pause, greet your shape, legs strong, eyes forward. And then we'll take a vinyasa, lower to your belly. Rolling cobra, just one now, fingertips wide, ease your chest forward and up. And then press back to downward facing dog. Root the hands into the mat. Inhale, raise your right leg up and back, down dog splits. Exhale, core lunge, bring your knee in toward your nose. Breathe your right leg up and back. Exhale now, step up to warrior one. Right foot to your hands. Anchor your left heel. Arms rise. Just pause here. A few breaths, firm your left thigh straight. Feel your right heel heavy. And then soften and spread your toes. Invite your palms to touch overhead, and then lower your hands, interlace your fingers, just as we did before. Fists forward, round your spine, hinge out over your right leg. And then on your inhale, rise up, straighten both your legs, turn your palms to the sky. And then exhale, warrior two to the back of your mat. Pivot your feet. And then see that your left toes point forward now. Your right heel is anchored. A little squeeze between your feet. Center your spine. And keep your feet where they are. Inhale, reverse triangle. So straighten your legs, reach your left arm up and back. On your exhale, side angle pose. Rebend your left knee. Rest your left forearm to your thigh. Guide your right arm either straight up or overhead, whatever suits your spine there. We're here to pause. If you breathe, shore your feet into the mat. Make contact with your breath. Easy rise, gentle fall of your breath. On your next inhale, rise to 5-point star. Straighten your legs, arms overhead, face the long edge of your mat. And then temple pose. Turn your heels in, toes out, bend the knees, hands to your heart. A few breaths here. You can boogie your feet, just find your balance. Upright spine, tailbone lengthening down. On your inhale, straighten your legs, reach your arms. And then warrior two to the front of your mat. Just here for a beat. Keep the legs, inhale, reverse your warrior. And then flow, hands to your mat. Take a vinyasa, stepping back plank. Pause for your inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Take a choice, your back bend, upward dog or cobra, downward facing dog. 3 to 5 steady breaths. And second side now, inhale, gaze forward, bend the knees, prepare yogi squat, step or hop to the top of your mat. Bring your hands to your heart. Your version here, press into the outer feet, breathing in and breathing out. Collarbones wide, one more breath in. And then forward fold over your legs. Lift your hips, straighten your feet. Take a halfway lift. Refold with your out breath. Rise, come to stand. Prayer hands overhead. And then lower your hands to your heart. Once more, lace your fingers, press your fists forward, round your spine. And then inhale, palms overhead, little arch to your spine. On your exhale, arms wide and forward fold over your legs. Breathe in, lift up halfway, lengthen both sides of your waist. Exhale, step back through a vinyasa, plank on your inhale. Lower, no rush. Full breath in for your back bend. And we'll meet back in downward facing dog. On your inhale, raise your left leg. Exhale one time, core lunge, knee in toward your nose. Inhale, down dog split. Exhale, step up, warrior one. Arms rise, breathing smooth, anchor your right heel, soften your toes. Finding your breath. Palms touch overhead. Lower your hands, interlace your fingers. Press your fists forward, hinge out over your left leg there. And with your inhale, rise up, flip your palms to the sky, straighten your legs. Pivoting now, warrior two, back of your mat. Take a moment to ground your feet, center your spine. with a little squeeze to your back hip. Just mindfully following your breath. On your inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your legs, reach your right arm up and back. Exhale, side angle. Rebend your right knee and send your left arm overhead. See if you can find a little bit more space through your right side waist, a little less weight in your right forearm. On your inhale, rise to 5-point star, straighten your legs, face the long edge of your mat. And then temple pose, heels in, toes out. On your inhale, straighten your legs, reach your arms high. Warrior two to the front of your mat. Steady your feet. Keep the legs. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale and flow hands to your mat. You can either move through a vinyasa or simply step back to downward facing dog if you need to do less. And we're here to linger a few breaths. Feel free to take a child's pose if that feels best, resting your effort, and make contact with your breath. So we'll move through another round, the same sequence, this time movement to breath now. On your inhale, send the gaze forward, bend the knees, coming up to squat, top of the mat, feet wide, hands to prayer. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, straighten your legs and forward fold, turn the feet forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale and fold, Uttanasana. Rise to stand. On your inhale, prayer hands overhead. Lower your hands to prayer, interlace your fingers. Press the fists forward round your spine. Inhale, palms to the sky. Exhale, arms wide, dive forward over your legs. Inhale, open your chest forward. Exhale, hands down, step back to plank of vinyasa. Lower chaturanga. Back bend of your choice. Downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your right leg. Exhale, core lunge, knee to the nose. Inhale, down dog splits. Exhale, step up, warrior one. Raise your arms. Press your palms. Lower your hands, lace the fingers, press forward. Round the spine, hinge out over your right leg. Inhale, rise, straighten your legs, palms to the sky, warrior two to the back of your mat. Firm your feet into the mat. Inhale, reverse triangle, two straight legs. Exhale, side angle pose, rebend the left knee. Next inhale, rise, straighten your legs, face the long edge of your mat. Temple pose, just for a beat, bend the knees. Inhale, straighten your legs, reach tall. Warrior two to the front of your mat. Steady your feet. Next inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands to your mat, through a vinyasa, or step back, downward facing dog if you need to do less. And we'll all meet up there. Three full breaths in and out. Feeling the warmth you've created so far in your practice. Circulating it around your body. Second side, inhale. Looking forward, exhale, bend the knees, step or hop to yogi squat, malasana, hands to heart. Breathe in here, tall spine. Exhale, fold, lift your hips, straighten your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Refold with your exhale. Rise, come to stand, hands overhead. Then lower your hands, lace your fingers, press your fists forward, round your spine. Inhale, palms overhead, reach tall, arms wide and forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back through a vinyasa or take rest, downward facing dog. On your inhale, raise your left leg, down dog splits. Exhale, core lunge, knee to your nose. Breathe in, down dog splits. Breathe out, warrior one. Reach the arms overhead, palms touch. Lower your palms, lace your fingers, press your fists forward, hinge out over your left leg. Inhale, palms to the sky, straighten your legs. Warrior two to the back of your mat, pivot your feet. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your legs, reach up and back. Side angle on your exhale, rebend your right knee. Inhale, rise, straighten your legs, face the long edge of your mat. Temple pose, heels in, toes out. Inhale, straighten your legs, flowing with your breath. Warrior two, front of your mat, steady your feet. Keep the legs, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to your mat, step back, plank pose. Lower slow, chaturanga, less momentum. Back bend of your choice. Downward facing dog. Calm the rhythm of your breath as you arrive. And take pause. Eyes forward on your inhale, bend the knees. End of your exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Gap your feet now, hips width apart. Hook onto your big toes with your peace fingers, your thumbs. With a bend in your knees, on an inhale, lengthen your chest forward. And then exhale, elbows wide, forward fold over the legs. Release your head, your neck. Gently lift your shoulders up toward your hips. Keep your bind, take a quarter lift. Exhale and release your fingers. Take your right fingertips now in front of your right foot. Bend your right knee, will twist. Take your left arm up toward the ceiling. Work towards straightening your left leg. Just make a fist with your left hand and roll your wrist. On your inhale, spread your fingers, reach up, and we'll switch sides. Left hand to the floor, bend in the left knee, right hand to the sky. Make a fist with your right hand and roll your wrist. One more breath in, spread the fingers, and then fold over your legs, soften your knees as you go. Lengthen on your inhale, hands to shins. And then from here, just step back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, raise your right leg, down dog splits. On your exhale now, step up to a high lunge. So feet spaced about, hips width apart. Rise with your inhale. And then all 10 toes are pointing forward, perhaps a little bend in your left knee just to level out through your pelvis so the front of your hip points can lift. Standing high on the balls of your left toes. On your inhale now, straighten both legs, rise high. And on your exhale, bend both knees and twist to your right, tee out your arms. Just pause there, a couple of breaths. Stretch from fingertip to fingertip. And then on your inhale, return to your high lunge, face forward, arms overhead. And then warrior two, just to transition, seal your left heel to the mat. On your inhale, straighten your legs, face the long edge of your mat, pivot your toes. And from here, exhale, twist to your left. Take your right hand to the floor, left hand to the sky, and then a bend in your left knee. Inhale here. Stay for your exhale. On your inhale, rise and straighten your legs. Reach the arms wide and up. Triangle pose to your right, so the front of your mat. Bump your hips to the left. Right hand to your shin, left hand to the sky. Firm both feet down. Same time, lift your kneecaps to firm your quad muscles, your thighs. And see if you can get a little bit more length through the right side of your body by softening your left rib cage down. On your inhale, reverse warrior, rebend your right knee, reach your right arm up and back. And then take your hands to the floor and make your way through a vinyasa, stepping back to your strong plank, eyes forward, knees or no knees, slowly lower. Upward dog or cobra, no rush. Downward facing dog. And then eyes forward on your inhale, bend the knees. End of your exhale, step or hop, top of the mat. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold and release. We'll twist and flow now. Left fingertips to the floor ahead of your left foot. Bend the left knee, raise your right arm up toward the ceiling. And then opposite side, right hand to the floor. Bend your right knee, left hand high. Inhale. Exhale, fold over your legs. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, step back through a vinyasa. Or we can all meet up in downward facing dog if you'd like to skip the vinyasa. Second side, on your inhale, raise your left leg, down dog splits. Step up, high lunge. Rise with your inhale. And then settle steady on your exhale. Here for 3 breaths. And then on your inhale, straighten both legs, rise high. Exhale, bend both knees, twist to your left, arms wide. Spread all your fingers, center your spine so you're a little bit more upright there. Really dig the feet in, scissor them toward each other. On your inhale, back to high lunge. Warrior two on your exhale. Inhale, straighten your legs, face the long edge of your mat. And then we'll twist to the right. So take the left hand to the floor, right hand to the sky, and a little bend into your right knee. Inhale here. Stay for your exhale. On your inhale, rise up, straighten your legs. And then we take triangle pose to the left. See that your left toes point forward. Move your pelvis to the right as you reach forward and down. Right hand to the sky. If it doesn't bother your neck, gaze up to the tip of your right thumb. Next in-breath, reverse your warrior, rebend your left knee, reach up and back, and then hands to the floor, and this time step straight back to downward facing dog, or rest your knees down for a brief child's pose. So final round through this standing sequence from down dog, movement to breathe. If you're in a child's pose, returning to your downward facing dog, spreading your fingers, anchoring your hands. Inhale, raise your right leg, down dog splits. Step up, high lunge. Rise with your inhale. Start again, go back to downward dog. Final round through this standing sequence from downward dog, movement to breathe. On your inhale, raise your right leg, down dog splits. Exhale, step up, high lunge, space the feet. Rise with your inhale, ground your feet. On your exhale. Inhale now, straighten your legs, rise high. Exhale, twist, bend both knees, revolve to your right, arms wide. Inhale, return to your high lunge. Warrior two, to transition, land your left heel. Inhale, straighten your legs, face the long edge of the mat, and then twist to your left, right hand to the floor, left hand to the sky, left knee bends. Inhale, rise, straighten your legs, lift up and then triangle pose to your right, front of the mat. Inhale, reverse your warrior, rebend your right knee, and then hands to the floor, step back plank pose, lower chaturanga, new breath, upward dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Left side, final side, left leg up and back, down dog splits. Step up, high lunge. Rise with your inhale. Settle steady on your exhale. Inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale, twist, bend both knees. Twist your left arms wide. High lunge on your inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Inhale, straighten your legs, face the long edge of your mat. And twist to your right, left hand to the floor, right hand to the sky, right knee bends. Breathe your way up, straighten your legs, triangle pose to your left. Inhale, reverse your warrior, and then hands to the mat. This time step straight back, downward facing dog. Eyes forward on your inhale, bend the knees, end of your exhale, step or hop, top of the mat. Space your feet hips width apart. This time now we'll take gorilla arms, sliding the palms of your hands under the soles of your feet. And bend the knees quite deeply there. And then on an inhale, lengthen your chest forward. Exhale, take the elbows wide and fold toward your legs. Chest on your thighs. Lower your head, then gently leaning your weight forward toward your toes, resisting with the hands against your feet, lengthening out through the back of your wrists. So a little warmth, rhythm, dynamic movement in our practice together today to get your energy flowing, balancing out now and slowing down. Stepping off your hands, bending your knees, make your way down to the floor. Shuffle back, make your way to the middle of your mat. And slowly recline. If you have a yoga strap, bring it along with you as you go. And then bring your knees in toward your chest. Roll some circles around your low back, your sacrum. And then place your feet to the floor. We'll transition into a bridge pose. Positioning your feet on the floor about hips width apart, a little wider if you need a bit more space. Arms alongside your body. And as you feel yourself breathe in, lift your hips. And here, option to interlace your hands under your body or catch your hands around the edges of your mat just so you've got something to hold on to. And rather than a static bridge here, begin to make an infinity sign with your hips. Figure 8, gently rolling your hips in a few loops, easeful and fluid, without any over effort through your thighs or your back. And then back to center, lift the hips, squeeze the buttocks, and gently release down onto your back. And if it feels good here on the floor, take a few rocks through your pelvis. And then we'll set up for another bridge pose. On your inhale, lifting your hips and steady them now. Rather than go for height here, create some space through the front of your spine. Reaching your knees away from your hips away from your chest. Find an even breath in. An equal breath out. 2 more here. And then release your hands, relax your shoulders, roll down. Gather your knees in toward your chest. So moving into Supta Padangusthasana, reclined big toe pose. Hug your right knee in toward your chest. Left foot to the floor. And if you have a belt, you can loop it around the balls of your right toes. And we'll all extend, right heel up toward the ceiling. If you're not using a belt, interlace your hands anywhere behind the back of your right leg at a height that allows you to rest and surrender your upper body into the mat below without flattening the curve in your low back. Taking 5 slow breath cycles. And now guiding your right leg out to the right. If you don't have a belt there, you can rest your right upper arm to the floor and just support your right leg. Flexing through your right foot. Softening into the inner right groins. And then return to center and motioning your right leg over to the left now. So legs can form an L shape. So you can run the left leg long and come to the pinky toe side of your left foot. Or you can keep the left knee bent and the right leg crosses in front of your left knee. And if you're taking that option, turn the right toes down toward the floor. You'll get a little bit more sensation through your outer right calf, outer hip. And then ease your way back to center and we'll switch sides. Left knee hugs in, right foot to the floor. Then extending your left leg up toward the ceiling. 5 breaths here. Keep a little arch in the low back spine. Press your sacrum down. Relax through your shoulders. Then slowly guide your left leg out to the left now. And just exploring your own range of motion here, lengthening into the inner seam of your left leg, not too far, not too deep. Aiming to keep your right buttocks grounded, your hips level. And then back through center. Take your left leg over to your right in your version. So the right knee could stay bent there. And then slowly back to center. Release the belt if you have one. Knees in toward your chest. Take a little rock and roll. Side to side through the back. And then widen the knees. We'll take happy baby pose. Catch the outer edges of your feet. Guide your knees down toward your armpits. So your shins are perpendicular with the floor. Low back flattens. And then take the soles of your feet together now. Catch a hold of your ankles. And if it's comfortable for your spine, a few rock and rolls through your spine to roll up to sit. And we'll make our way through our final folds now to close our practice before Shavasana. Coming into Janu Shirshasana, extend your right leg out straight. Tuck your left heel in toward your pelvis. And you might like to prop a blanket under your seat for support here. When you're ready, aim your torso out over your right thigh. Inhale, raise your arms. And then exhale, slow folding forward from your hips to fold. Back of the pelvis lifts, front of the pelvis tips forward. Land your hands. And just concentrate here on releasing rather than how deep you can fold. No pushing or pulling. Simply noticing your own experience as you settle into your breath. 2 more. And walking your hands back in, cross your right shin in front of your left. Flex your feet, inhale, raise your arms, reach tall. And then forward fold once more over your crossed legs. Hands can come forward or go wide. Starting to lengthen your exhales. Walking your hands back in, we'll switch sides, left leg out straight, right knee bends. Janu Shirshasana, inhale, arms overhead, and fold. So you could keep a little bend in the left knee, foot flexed, or back of the leg pressing into the mat. Keeping your lungs available, collarbones bright and open. And then walk your hands back in. Coming upright, cross your left shin in front of your right, crossing at the middle shins, flexing your feet. When you set, and steady, arms overhead. And fold, hands touch down. Might like to give your hips a little boogie. Settling your buttocks down and back. Relaxing the crease of your hips and softening forward into your fold. And then easing your way back up. Gather any additional layers or props you may wish to have for final rest, Shavasana. Coming to lay down on your back. Arms resting by the sides of your body, palms up. Feet a little wider than your hips. And settling the weight of your body into the support beneath you. Shuffle out any restlessness. And inviting yourself to enter into a rhythm of restful alertness. Your senses drawing away from your surroundings. Allow your jaw to soften. your tongue to relax and grow wide. Relaxing the muscles of your shoulders, your arms, palms and fingers. Dissolving your effort. Softening the front of your hips, the back of your hips, your buttocks. The larger muscles of your legs relax. And feeling your heels bearing down into the floor. Just allowing yourself to dissolve into the experience of this moment. Feeling a wholeness, completion, peace in this stillness. Letting your awareness settle now at your heart space. Noticing the softening wave of your breath as your body continues to relax. And taking a moment to silently express your gratitude to your body for carrying you through the practice today. And return to your intention if you had one there, and holding that intention clearly in your focus for as long as your mind will carry it. Rest now, and I'll be back to guide you back. And very gently now, softly bringing your awareness back. Bring some movement into your toes and your fingers. Then offer your body a full breath and a full body stretch out. Welcome your day ahead, ready to go. Then bend your knees. Ease your way out to your right side. A moment to pause. And then gently press your way back up to sit. Thanks so much for joining me for this energizing spring practice. For more information on the spring equinox at home retreat, all the details and links are in the description below if you'd like to follow along. Namaste.